Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Thought I'd give this blogging malarkey a bit of a go. I've had various false starts, but I thought I'd settle for this one, Upcycle Al. Um, Mainly because that's what I'm about. I'm about trying to keep things out of landfill, and that journey's been going on for several years. Things I find in the road sometimes, I wonder if it can be given a second use, for being umbrellas or whatever else can be found. I think my son found a beaker somebody threw out, and we bought that back, and then now it's become a container for something. So where are we in terms of projects on those lines then? Okay, so a lot of what we're around is bottle cutting, because a lot of bottles get sent to the bin, and but we like cutting these and turning them into glasses, tumblers, uh, candles, lights, and things like that. And that's a lot of what we do at the moment. In fact, once I finish recording this and finish testing the tank over there for its chemistry, that'll be what I'll be getting on with doing. But a few of the things I'm working on at the moment, which I'm trying to keep out of landfill, bottle cutting. Well, this is one I made earlier, and that's actually a drinkable glass. In fact, that's my main drinking glass now, from a bottle of Hoegaarden that you can get out of Sainsbury's or wherever. Yeah, so I like to cut those, and Budweisers too. These small bottles. I mean, they cut quite well, although they're not as thick as the Hoegaardens, but they do still give you a nice glass. That one's been turned into a candle. That's expensive to do, which is why I prefer to stick a tea light in there. And then I'm planning to knock these out as candles as well. Well, once I've done a few of them. Also, for the first ever batch I did, that's a stationary thing now, but that was a House of the Devil wine glass. I mean, the only clue to it now, and I don't think you can easily see it, is you've got the embedded sort of logo there that they've embedded into the glass. That's Casa Diablo wine Sauvignon, and the only reason I'm not drinking from it is it's just a little trough in it there that can't easily be sanded down. It's one of the first ones I did, and the only one of the first batch I've ever done that's actually still in existence. The trouble with these is they do break, and I made the mistake of leaving them in the kitchen, and I've lost several Staropramen glasses that way, as well as a half bottle of Smirnoff that I cut down into a lovely little glass. Couldn't take much liquid, but I just loved the glass. I was broken hearted when I had that presented to me in pieces. But I'm not just about that. I'm also about also converting these into lights, and maybe even engraving some of them. That's also another plan. I don't know whether I've got some examples around here of that. I think I've put them away, but I've engraved some of these. I've got a vinyl machine cutter for it too. But I'm also about trying to recycle electronics. My wife wanted to throw that fan in the bin, because the base was all buckled. Now, you know me. I mean, if anything, there's a sound motor on that, and you can bet your bottom dollar here in June. But I mean, come to July or August, when it starts heating up, you're going to fork out another 30 quid for one of those fans. What is the point? So at the moment, she's moaning about the space, and I'm trying to find a way to repurpose that into here, so I can use it to keep the sitting room cool. Why throw away a perfectly good fan because of the stand instead? So I've got a couple of things I'm thinking about. You're welcome to add your suggestions. I might either hang it from the ceiling up there, based upon the top loop, and maybe put something at the bottom part and have it projected down, or somehow stick it behind the TV and have it looking down on us over the TV and providing some breeze there. So that's an awful lot of what I'm doing, and there's an awful lot to it, which is why I started to fire up a channel, because I'm interested in what your upcycling journeys are. And it's another thing I do. I've actually had another recording on this, but I've obviously got interrupted, so I've had to start for the fourth time. But I also have a penchant for keeping these. Those of you who order readily from Amazon, these shouldn't be any introduction to you. But whenever I order from Amazon, and we order a lot from Amazon, I don't really like throwing these folders away because they're handy for putting paper in. The A2 is just a bit bigger than the A4, so I can easily put paper in these, and if I've got any notes and things, I can put them in here and put them away without sticking them in constantly in binders that get lost. Plus, another use I've got for these as well is my end of year. So when I've saved up about 12 of them and I've come to the end of the tax year, I can put the representative date on these, bundle them up, and then I've got my end of year all in these and just put it away in case the tax man needs it at another time. But that's why I don't really throw these away. And as you can see down there, I've got a fair few of them, and just to show how insane it is, that's an old flight suitcase that's been turned upside down and made into a bit of a kind of a bookshelf come file organizer, I suppose. And even that table you're seeing there was dumped by someone years ago. It was actually dumped by a tenant whose house we were moving into as we were renting it. And I thought that looks too good to dump, so I decided to pinch that, and that's been used ever since. And that's really what we're about. Can things be repurposed before being thrown away? And what I'm going to do as well with you guys is, if I come across something that I think could be repurposed and I'm not so sure how, I'll ask you. Got this nice little tray, nice little something. Any ideas? I mean, something else I've got which could be good for gardeners are these mushroom trays, you know, and we just throw these away, you know. I don't know if we're too good at recycling plastic, and plastic is something I loathe to throw away because to me that's a nice little tray if you need it, you know. It's a nice little stationary thing if you need it. I've often used it for chucking in odd bits, and if I need more space, there's another one underneath it. If you're a gardener, why not put some holes in that and some soil and see if you can cultivate something with it? And even down to your humble drinks bottle, well, why not cut that open and then you can, you know, put that over the top and you've got yourself a little seed cultivator. These are all things I've done over the last 10-15 years, but I've decided now to maybe blog about it, because not only am I blogging what I'm doing and blogging my journey, but I'm also able to sell some of the stuff that I make. And I'm hoping that as well as watching me, you might also be potential customers. So stay tuned for this journey. I could go on, but I think I'd send you to sleep. So yeah, that's me, Upcycle Al. Looking forward to working with you. Bye bye for now.